How do you build a 60 million peso portfolio when you're a breadwinner with many responsibilities? You stop focusing on motivation and start auditing reality instead. I'm a mom of three and a breadwinner building a 60 million peso portfolio over 6,570 days. And every month, I review the portfolio the same way, not based on hype, not based on panic, but based on whether the original thesis is still working. I only have 6,426 days left for this build. I think this is where financial literacy actually changes people. Most investors only look at green days, red days, portfolio gains. But I'm more interested in whether the structural advantage still exists. Because buy and hold should never mean blind loyalty. It should mean continuous auditing. So let's start with the Philippine side. My local foundation is mainly AREIT alongside my older position in Ali. And yes, I have not added yet my plan, which is Meralco and ICT. And actually, the property sector feels weak recently. Higher inflation, higher borrowing costs, global uncertainty, pressure on REIT yields. But the reason I still hold AREIT is because the underlying thesis hasn't changed. They're still acquiring premium assets, still backed by Ayala Land, still supported by long-term corporate leases. Temporary macro weakness doesn't automatically destroy structural value. So as you can see, this is my Dragonfly account. This is my Pera contribution. I'm down 293 pesos in AREIT. The second one is my Call Financial account. I'm actually up 3,500 in AREIT here because I bought it a long time ago. I failed to add more continuously. And then I have Ali that I bought at a high of 29.99. I'm not adding on that. I'm just waiting for it to break even or minimal losses so I could remove that from my portfolio and replace it with my plan, which is ICT and Meralco. Then globally, I have VOAA, SMGB, and ASML. So as you can see, in my portfolio, I have VOAA, which acts as my baseline engine, but my strongest conviction remains semiconductors because no matter what happens economically, advanced computing demand just keeps on increasing. And ASML still controls one of the strongest bottlenecks in the world, advanced EUV chip manufacturing. If major companies want next generation AI chips, they still need ASML technology. That structural positioning matters more to me than short term volatility. Now, if you can see here, I'm up 40% on SMGB and only 10% in VOAA. That matters a lot because the asymmetric bet is working. Now, this is important. I'm not emotionally attached to investments. I will pivot if the thesis breaks. For example, if commercial occupancy weakens permanently, I will probably drop AREIT. If ASML loses its technological monopoly, I'll probably remove that. Or if deployment friction becomes inefficient, that's why I audit monthly. Not because I'm trying to predict everything, but because I'm trying to stay rational. And this is also why I document this publicly because I want my children to see how decisions are made in real time, how conviction is built, how pivots happen, and how investment frameworks evolve under pressure, not just the wins. So if you want to learn about investment, financial literacy, portfolio building, and real world wealth construction as a breadwinner, follow along. We're building this thesis in real time, and that's the update for today, group mates. See you on the next one.